Good morning. How are you all?
Good morning,
ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Fine.
morning.
How are you all?
Alhamdulillah, fine, ma'am. How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, what about your decision? Midterm exam date?
10, ma'am. My maximum vote are getting 10.
Okay. So just I noted it's 10
10
August. I
August.
noted. Yes. Okay. So first we discuss about the Lagrange's inverse interpolation. Okay. The little bit I describe a problem that's not very difficult. I think after discussion, really you can get the point. How very easy the problem. And basically numerical analysis. Only one thing. This is formula-based problems. Formula is large and the data is large is given, then the calculation is very large, huge calculation. That is the problem. Otherwise, it can be very easy to perform the good result in this course. I don't know. What about your first term exam result? I don't know that. So how many students got grade A in first term exam? Just you say the number of the students. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But if you could not respond me, that's why I guess that you could not hear me.
Ma'am, most probably 670%.
Khadija Mr. Class. Okay, very good. Okay, better. Yet I did not get the question pattern of this course from the Amran sir. Hopefully, evening time, coordinator informed me, and he actually suggests me to complete the course outline. But I am requesting him, as we have not much time, and the midterm exam is as the knock at the door. So it is very tough to the students to complete the syllabus, and that syllabus included in midterm exam. In that time, he suggests me it's better for the students. Only one topic you deduct and include in final exam. So you are very lucky in that time. So one topic I deduct, but I include in final exam.
Ma'am, which topic?
Okay, I tell you this topic. So in numerical integration, there are 3 rules. Only one rule I include and 2 rules I deduct for midterm exam. Okay. Lagrange's inverse is related with Lagrange's method. Very simple thing. But in numerical integration, only there are 3 rules. Only 1 rule I include in midterm, and 2 rules include in final exam. Okay. So let's see the inverse interpolation method. But firstly, I write the Lagrange's interpolation method. I write the Lagrange's interpolation method. Then I describe the inverse interpolation. Lagrange's interpolation method formula. You know that we find out y or fx sometimes. So straight up for you, I write y only. Y, and the numerator is x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus xn. Already you have known that, and it is multiplied by y naught. And what about the denominator? X naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus x1. Second term, x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus xn divided by x1 minus x naught, x1 minus, sorry, this will be x2. I mistake that. X minus x2, x minus x1 minus xn, and it's multiplied by y1. In the same way, write the last term. Last term is x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus xn minus 1, and the denominator xn minus x naught, xn minus x1, xn minus xn minus 1, and it's multiplied by y. Already you have known that this is Lagrange's inverse interpolation. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
মোবাইলটা অন করলাম, কি অবস্থা হয়? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Electricity has gone. It's very trouble from the very beginning of today. I have class at 8:30 and there is no network. Wi-Fi network has gone in that time, and now electricity has gone. I use the mobile data. I don't know how it's going. Okay, you know that this is the Lagrange's interpolation method. Okay, already you have known that. I did not describe that. But what about the Lagrange's inverse interpolation? Lagrange's inverse interpolation method. So I write this formula from the Lagrange's. See that if I interchange, so just okay, I think it's okay now. Yes. So if I interchange x and y in Lagrange's interpolation, we get the inverse formula. What I'm saying, in this formula, just I interchange x and y. Replacement of x, we put y, and replacement of y, we put x. Then we get inverse formula. You see that? We find out x here. So replacement of y, what we put? I put x. Okay, then x minus x1 is replaced by y minus y1. X minus x2 replaced by y minus y2. In the same way, rest of the part we change in that way, y minus yn. And the denominator x naught minus x1 is replaced by y naught minus y1, y naught minus y2, y naught minus yn. It is multiplied by x naught. Got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what about the second term? X minus x naught. This is y minus y naught, y minus y2, y minus yn divided by y x1 minus x naught. So y1 minus y naught, y1 minus y2, y1 minus yn, and it is multiplied by what?
X2, X1.
Y1.
Exactly. No, x1. You see that
Sorry,
here
no,
y1
X1.
and y1 is replaced by x1. So in the same way, you can write the last term x minus x naught. This is y minus y naught, y minus y1, y minus yn minus 1 divided by yn minus y naught, yn minus y1, yn minus yn minus 1, and the last term is multiplied by what?
X2.
Xn, not x2. You see that I write the last term. I write the last term of the formula.
Yes, ma'am, got it.
So understood all of you? How can I get this formula from the Lagrange's interpolation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any more difficulties here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. Very good. Let's move to an example. Can I rub the board? Upper part?
Yes, ma'am.
The question is very small, but the solution part, that means calculation is large here. So I write the question given data is x equals 1, 3, 4, y equals 4, 12, 19. Corresponding to this is our question, because the question is very small. But how can we identify? We have to apply the Lagrange's inverse interpolation. See that? We have to find out the value of x. Whatever the interval, it is large, it is equal or unequal, that does not matter. Have you written the problem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how could you identify? You have to apply the Lagrange's inverse interpolation.
Ma'am, when we need to find the value of x, then we can
Exactly
say
that. So what about the interval here? What about the interval?
ma'am inequality.
Unequal interval. Is there any effect if the interval is equal?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, thank you. So you see that in our this is the formula for n plus 1 term, that is general formula. But if I apply the Lagrange's inverse interpolation to solve the problem, we have to write the simplification form. What is simplification form? First I denote it x0, x1, x2. This is y0, y1, y2. So according to on the basis of the data, we have to simplify the formula. So you have to write it as we have to evaluate the value of x. We can apply Lagrange's inverse interpolation method. And now I write the formula on the basis of the data. The formula is x equals x minus x1, x minus. So I write x minus x1, x minus. Is it right or wrong?
Ma'am,
Wrong,
ma'am.
ma'am. We need to write y minus y1.
Exactly that. So who are more attentive in the class, easily he or she can guess the problems. What is the mistakes here? So we have to write y minus y1, y minus y2. Any more terms we have to write here?
No, ma'am.
No, because our
value is up to x2.
yes,
Up
our
to
ordinates is
y2.
given up to y2. That's why it extends up to y2. So what about the denominator? Y naught minus y1, y naught minus y2, and it is multiplied by what?
X naught.
Exactly that, x naught. So now write the second term, y minus y naught, y minus y2 divided by y, sorry, y1 minus y naught, y1 minus y2 is multiplied by x1. What about that? Next term, y minus y naught, y minus y1, and y2 minus y naught, y2 minus y1, and it is multiplied by x2. You see that no more terms extend here because our data is given up to x2 and y2. Here also x2. And this is the simplification form of the general formula. Yes?
Ma'am, isn't that x, y minus y2 the ending?
Upper part. The upper part.
Here.
Upper part, ma'am.
Upper
Y
part.
minus y2.
Y minus
Not
y2.
y minus y2. Y minus y naught and y minus y1 here.
But question is given.
But previous are y minus y2.
Y minus y2. Please all of you check your script. So you see that if denominator, every factor of the denominator is first term is y naught, there is no y naught on the upper part. The same you see that it is the first term of every factor in denominator is y1. There is no y1 on the upper part. In the same way, it is y2, the every factor of the denominator starting with y2, and there is no y2 in the upper part. And now we can check in that way. Whatever in denominator and numerator, the second term of every factor is same. y1, y1, y2, y2, y0, y0, y2, y2, y0, y0, y1, y1, like that. Got the point? Who has mistaken? Please, can you show your script?
Yes, ma'am, I got it now.
As you say, in previous I write in order. According to the number of data, I write it. And previously I write the n plus 1 data, the formula for n plus 1, general formula, n plus 1 data. Got the point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I think you know all the unknowns here, you know that the value of y is 7 is given in the question. Value of y0 is 4, y1 is 12. Substitute all values now, please. All of you substitute the values and calculate. I check the scripts, how many students write and how many students doesn't write it. Please substitute all values. Arifur Rahman. Arifur Rahman, can you hear me? Hello, Arifur Rahman.
Yes, ma'am.
How many devices you use now?
Ma'am, two device.
Why?
And I'm using two devices. One is PC and phone because sometimes my phone is not working properly. One that time it is making problem.
Okay, but try to use one. It's better for me to identify the students and the number of the students also. Okay.
Ma'am, because my touch problem sometimes need.
Is there more students who use two devices?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
So it is very tough to me to identify the number of the students.
And most of the time the blackboard is blur. That's why maybe someone are joining in two device because one device is bandwidth is low. That's why that device skin is blur.
This not all time, maybe in some time. Sorry. Okay, try to solve that problem, please. Zoom out of 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, it will be disconnected, but we try to rejoin. বলেছি আস্তে কথা বলার জন্য। In the time I take is the attendance. This respond me and just turn on your video, please. Shalom Rabbi, is it
Yes,
present?
ma'am. Yes,
Please,
ma'am.
when you response me, turn on your video. Thank you. Afsan Akhtar,
Yes, ma'am.
Alok Acharji, Alok Acharji, Alok is present. Mehdi Hassan,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Mehdi
is
Hassan, ma'am.
present.
Ma'am, two mediation, ma'am. So,
You don't
Serial
know your
two.
position.
yes, ma'am.
Serial
Later, ma'am.
1530405040. Which one you are?
Mehdi Hassan, ma'am. Me.
Mehdi Hassan. Okay. Redwan Ahmed, serial 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Turn on your camera, please.
Yes, ma'am. It's on, ma'am. Can you see me, ma'am?
Okay, okay. Now it's okay. Thank you. Rezaul Islam. Rezaul Islam. Not present. Absent. Arifur Rahman.
Yes, ma'am.
Arifur Rahman present. Alafib.
Yes, ma'am. Alakut, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Afif. Afif present. Zanisar Hussain.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Binoy Krishna Mojumdar. Okay, thank you, Zanisar. Binoy Krishna Mojumdar. Abul Bashar. 10 minutes. Abul Bashar. Absent. Shakil Ahmed.
Yes, ma'am.
Shakil Ahmed. Okay, thank you, Shakil. Shakil is present. Okay, next. Ashikur Rahman.
Present, please, ma'am.
Okay, couldn't see you, Ashik. Please turn on your camera. অন্তত এইটুকু সময় আমরা ক্যামেরাটা অন করতে পারি। Can you hear me, Ashik?
Ma'am, আমি তো ক্যামেরা অন করছি।
Okay, now it's okay. Thank you. Shahmina Nasreen.
Yes, ma'am.
Shahmina Nasreen. Masud Rana.
Present, ma'am.
Imran Babu.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Imran
Present,
Babu.
ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Imran. Sumaya Parveen.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Sumaya, thank you. Serial 18, Marjia Rahman. Marjia is present. Okay, maybe absent. Kamrud Jaman.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Kamrud Jaman present. Serial 20, Israt Jareen.
Present, please, ma'am.
Serial 21, Al Rafi.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Present. Mahmoud Ahad. Mahmoud Ahad. Is he present? Not present. Faria Hussain. Faria Hussain. Absent. Fatematul Zohra. Fatematul Zohra. Absent. Abdullah Nakib. Sarmoni aspe.
Yes, ma'am.
Abdul Nakib present. Ronnie Roy.
Yes, ma'am.
Ronnie Roy present. Next, Jaman Parvez. Jaman Parvez.
Yes, ma'am.
Jaman Parvez present. Kazi Mustafa Rafid.
Yes, ma'am.
Mustafa Rafid present. Tanjida Rahman. Tanjida Rahman present.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Amran Hussain. Present. Mehdi Hassan.
Yes, ma'am.
Mehdi Hassan present. Rida Ahmed.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Present.
ma'am.
Sheikh Saqib. Sheikh Saqib. Absent. Next, Tariq Aziz. Lutful Karim. Lutful Karim. Absent. Israt Jahan.
Yes, ma'am.
Israt present. Lokman
Yes,
Hussain. Motiur. Motiur. Motiur absent. Mahfuzur Rahman.
Yes, ma'am.
Mahfuzur present. Anwar Shah.
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Mahmudul Hassan. Mahmudul Hassan. Mahmudul Hassan Shojib absent. Atul Saqib. Atul Saqib. Atul Saqib
Yes, ma'am.
present. Mehdi Hassan.
Yes, ma'am.
You got your serial now. Subarna Yasmin.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Subarna present. Ridwanul Islam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anika Sharmila.
Yes, ma'am.
Anika is present. Mashuk Ilahi.
Yes, ma'am.
Al Amin.
Yes, ma'am.
Rubayat Ahmed.
Yes, ma'am.
Rubayat Ahmed present. Next, Jerin Tasneem.
Yes, ma'am.
Robiul Islam Shumon.
Yes, ma'am.
Shihabuddin. Shihabuddin is present. Shihabuddin absent. That's Shariful Islam Hridoy. Shariful Islam. The result very closest to this number, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I get 1.85.
So, okay. So another thing I am telling to you, if such type of problems is given on the midterm exam, I think you can perform the problem. Yes, you can solve the question. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not very much difficult. It's not very much difficult. And lastly, I give another one. How much time we have actually? So, okay, more time. We can do that. That is the trapezoidal numerical integration and the trapezoidal rule. So basically, usually you can integrate the normal function. But to get the better result, of the area of a function, we can use the numerical integration. So what is actually numerical integration? Numerical integration is what? Numerical integration is a process of evaluating a definite integral from a set of tabulated values of the integrand function of fx. Mr. Right, it is better for you. Numerical integration is a process of evaluating a definite integral.
ও ভাই জানেন না আমি ক্লাস করতেছি সকাল থেকে এখনো বেরোতে পারিনি আছে নাকি
Mehetan, please mute your microphone. If you need to talk the outside of the class, it's better for you and for all students, please mute your microphone, then you talk. Evaluating a definite integral. Same thing is happening in yesterday, who are attended the seminar from the Tripoli department. And how many students attended the seminar? The Tripoli department. Anybody? Last day? Not responsible. Only definite integral. Tabulated values of the integrand. There are three things here. One is definite integral. What about the tabulated value and what about the integrand? Okay, see that there are three things here. One is definite integral, another one tabulated values, and the last one is the integral. Do you have any idea about the three terms? Can you hear me, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
So what about the other participants? Now only 30, included me 39 participants. I don't know what about the other students. One has gone there. So it's better for me. I will take again the class attendance. No problem. Also see that definite integral. In integration, if the limit is given, we say that this is definite integral. So there is two different is that like if we integrate x square plus 1 dx, this is one type, and it's 0 to 1 x square plus 1 dx. So what are the difference between these two integration? So one is the indefinite integration, because if we find out the area of this function, this is not it's a bounded, it's unbounded area actually. That's why we just in class C also. After integration, we just write in class C. And if I find out the area for this function in the bounded area with x equals 0 to 1, we get a definite value, specific value like 27 or 27 point something or 100 point something or 0.5 like that. So this is the definite integral, definite integration, and this is indefinite integration. Then come to the point in tabulated value. What do you mean by tabulated value? That means tabulated value means domain and range is the given in the question. Right, if I give x equals 0, 1, 3, 4, 6, the value of y is 5, 10, 12, 13, 17. So after using these values, we need to find out the evaluation of integration. And this values is called the tabulated value. Okay. Last part, integrand.
Hello.
What do you mean by integrand?
Ma'am,
Yes.
your volume is low, ma'am.
It's only for
cannot
you
hear
for
you
the or
properly.
for the other students. So whatever other students,
don't
can you hear me properly?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. We can hear you,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. Yes.
So individually, it's maybe his or her, his problem. It's network issues. It's majority of the students could not listen to me or could not hear me. In that time, it's the problem of my internet connection. So 1 or 2 students cannot hear me. That means it is their problem. Okay, then now come to the point in integrand. What do you mean by integrand? Basically, we use the integral sign when you integrate any function. There are 3 things here. One is the integral sign, another one is the function, and what is dx here? Can anyone tell me what is dx here? Please respond me. Can anyone answer me? What is dx here? This is basically variable of integration. Variable of integration, dx. And what is fx here? The function which we integrate, that function is said to be integrand. Very simple. The name of this function is integrand. This is all about the numerical integration. And for numerical integration, we use 3 formulas. These 3 formulas basically it is the deduced form of the Newton-Cotes formula. But I did not describe the Newton-Cotes formula. Integrated, not integrand. Integrand. Should I repeat it? The spelling is
No, ma'am.
integrand. My handwriting is so good, that's why students can't understand that. No, it is very difficult to capture the doctor's handwriting and teacher's handwriting. And and next time, and just it's my plan in future. Just I open a coaching center for handwriting of doctors and teachers. You can admit there. Okay, just to make it jokes, don't mind, please. So next we'll discuss about the 3 formulas. I am saying that that one is the trapezoidal rule. In previous class, I have written that trapezoidal rule. Secondly, Simpson's 1/3 rule. Number 3, Simpson's 3/8. Basically, these 3 rules are the deduced form of Newton-Cotes coordination formula. Newton. supports quadrature Newton quadrature formula, basically general formula. In this general formula, if we put n equals 1, we get number 1, that is trapezoidal rule. If we put n equals 2, we get Simpson's 1/3 rule. And if we put n equals 3, we get Simpson's 3/8 rule. So for midterm exam only, I describe the trapezoidal rule. Can I rub the board?
Yes, ma'am.
What about others?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's move the trapezoidal rule. It's not very difficult, I think. I just read that word trapezoidal rule. It is shown a to b fx dx x naught plus n is fx dx is equals a is by 2 y naught plus yn plus 2 into y1 y2 y3 yn minus 1 where a equals x naught, b equals x naught plus n is n equals number of sub intervals, a is equals difference between the sub-intervals. So please all of you complete your writings, then I describe how can you find out x naught, how can you find out a's or other things. And a is equals b minus a by n. When you complete your writings, please tell me. Everybody complete your writings?
Yes.
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, take more 2 minutes. We have 4 minutes left. Okay, upper part I can rub it. One condition for trapezoidal rule, n must be greater than 2. We can write here, n must be greater than 2. That means number of subintervals is greater than 2. Please note it. So, particularly I give an example, very simple way. So did I give example now or in next class? Hello?
Ma'am, next class.
Next class. Okay. First, I want to say that example of this part I give in next class, it is better for you. One class is burden to you to discuss more things. Okay, so I've decided your midterm exam will be held on 10th August. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
So today conclude the class. Thank you all to attend the class. See you next class. Until then, stay good. Your family members.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay. Allah Hafiz. Yes.
Assalamualaikum.
Ma'am, I missed the attendance, ma'am. Is there any opportunity?
What's your name? What's your name?
Motiur, ma'am. And serial, my ID is online.
Motiur,
only.